Hello, good evening if you live in Nigeria. My name is Pusnam Yiri, and this moment I want to share a few thoughts with you about family development. If you look at the society, you will discover that not everybody is part of the church, not everybody is part of the government, not everybody is part of other organizations, but everyone is part of the family. Everyone is a member of a family. Whether you are a member as a kid or a member as a father or mother or whatever, you are part of the family. And many people have been engaged in personal, self-development, but they have neglected the family. The family is the context, the primary context that can help you to have better personal development. So this moment, I will briefly talk to you about the family. When I started, my wife and I started our family in 1999. Thank God she met me. I had a vision. So when she came in, the vision was clear to her at that level, and she supported the vision. So it was easy for me, to talk to her about the journey, talk to her about the vision. When our children came on board, they met the vision. So it was also easier for us to introduce them to the vision and to raise them in a visionary way. So many people have organizations and they have visions for their organizations, but I don't think they have visions for their families. Let me ask you a personal question. Do you have a vision for your family? We have a vision for our family, and the vision is examples of living the meaningful life. If you call our children and ask them what is the vision of the family, they should be able to tell you. So our family is driven towards a vision. If you don't have a vision for your family, family development will be difficult, will be hard, and probably impossible for you to achieve in a correct way. And so our family is driven by the family vision, but each member of the family has his own vision, has his own focus, has his own passion. For instance, our children, we did not raise our children as children, we raised our children as children and leaders. Biologically, we have three, but my wife's niece joined us when she was, I think, around 11. She too came in and she developed a vision. Let me tell you the vision of each of our children. The first one, Promise, the one that came in at the age of 11, my wife's niece, she wants to be an accountant. And when she shared this vision, this passion with us when she was little, we encourage her. We give her the space to become an accountant. Right now, she's studying accountancy in the university. Our first son also had a vision when he was a little. His vision is to become a speaker, to write books, to get involved in communication. He was encouraged towards that goal. And today he's a graduate of mass communication. He's a minister, he's speaking, and he's also writing. The third one, his vision is to play football professionally. He is pursuing his vision. He is a striker, as I'm talking to you. He's a striker. He scores goals, and he's passionate about football. But we told him, okay, can you just go to school and get the certificate so that you can, if you would like, you can keep it somewhere and pursue your dream. Right now, he's in the university studying computer science. The last one, he had a dream when he was a kid, when he was small, that his intention is to invent a car that will not use fuel, it will not use solar, because parents spend a lot of money on fuel. So he said he wants to invent a car that will not use fuel. And we told him it's possible. It's possible. He can achieve his dream. And since when he was a kid, he has been working on that dream. And today he is in a special school in Abuja learning how to invent a car. What that means is, if you want to raise children who are not just children but leaders, one thing you must know is this: your family must have a vision first. And do not force them to do what the family wants. You should ask them questions. Ask each of your children, what is it that you want to do? From our experience, I discovered that mentoring is more effective if you are doing it in the area of interest of the child. If you are doing it in an area that is not of interest, it's very difficult to mentor a child into a leader. So first of all, don't enforce, don't insist that your child must do what you want him to do. Sit down, talk, get to know what they want to do. And as far as that thing is good, you should support them. That's what happened to us. So today we have a family, and in our family, I'm a leader. My wife is a leader. Our children are leaders, you know. So do not leave your family members behind. It is hard, yes, it is difficult, because there are people who may not like it that way, but you have to be patient. There is a saying that if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you have to go with others. You have to go with others. You know, I cherish family development because my probably I will leave first. This is my desire. I don't want my children to leave first. I will leave first, probably. I don't want to leave behind a wife who cannot manage leaders. So one day I told my wife, you have to choose. If I should handle you as a wife, the journey will be smooth. But if I should handle you as a wife and as a leader, you have to engage in personal development. And she chose the second one, that I should handle her as a wife and as a leader. And everyone in our home is going through his own process of personal development. So I encourage you, give sufficient time to your children, because I also observe that that is helpful. If you give quality time, godly values to your children when they are little, if you are lucky, by the grace of God, they will grow up and they will never depart from the path, from the way. But if you pursue other things and you neglect your children, then there are consequences ahead. So maybe you're listening to me or watching and you're saying, but me, I'm not married. This may not be. No, no, no. If you are not married now, in fact, you are the person that I can even clap for, because you have the opportunity to avoid some of the errors some of us made. So you will be married in the future, probably, so you can utilize these principles. Don't engage in personal development and neglect your family. It is hard, but if you want to go far, you have to go with others. If you want to go fast, you can go alone, but there are consequences. Continue to develop with your family. Never you leave your children behind. Never you leave your husband or wife behind. Ensure that the family is developing. The family has a vision, because if your family develops, if my family develops, the community will develop. So let us not neglect the family. So personal developers develop themselves with their families. Extra leaders never leave their family members behind. Thank you very much for being part of this. Please correct your errors if you are leaving your family behind. No matter the resistance, keep on sharing the vision. Continue to share the vision and trust God that your husband will understand, your wife will understand, your children will understand. If they buy the vision, if they key into the vision, then self-development is easier, is better, and is more productive. But if you run away from developing them, there are consequences. Grow up together. Never leave anybody behind. That is what family means. Thank you very much.